Good morning and welcome to another Ministry Minute with Pastor T. Look here, this morning I'm talking about on the wrong side of God's righteousness. I am coming out of the New Living Translation Bible. I'm coming out of the book of Zephaniah, and I'm coming from chapter 3, verses 5 through 7. And it reads, "But the Lord is still there in the city, and he does no wrong. Day by day he hands down justice, and he does not fail. But the wicked know no shame. I have wiped out many nations, devastating their fortress walls and towers. Their streets are now deserted. Their cities lie in silent ruin. There are no survivors, none at all. I thought surely they will have reverence for me now. Surely they will listen to my warnings. Then I won't need to strike again, destroying their homes. But no, they get up early to continue their evil deeds." Amen. Look here. God was sending the children of Judah a warning. And so what he did was he attacked the surrounding nations. He destroyed the surrounding nations that directly surrounded Judah, so that Judah may see and fear and say, "Oh my goodness, they was on the wrong side of righteousness with God, and we don't want to do it, so we gonna get our act in order." But instead of that, Judah saw what was going on. It did not faze them. They didn't think fat meat was greasy, and so they kept doing what they wanted to do. As much righteousness as God was showing them, they only responded to God with sin. And we are the same way. God has made a way for us. We begged him for the job. He's provided for us. He's kept a roof over our head. When storms came, he didn't let our roofs tear up. He made sure we got food, gas in the car. He does all these great things for us. And yet, we respond to him with sin. We respond to him with lying and cheating and committing fornication and adultery. We respond with sin by having idol worship. We respond with sin by doing everything that the world tells us to do and nothing that the word tells us to do. And so it is. God said, "Look here, after doing all this, after me showing you that I'll tear up a nation, that I'll utterly destroy them. Perhaps I thought that would make you turn to God and reverence me, but it did not." And so Judah did not turn to God. Judah kept doing whatever they thought was right in their own sight. And the Bible declares that there's a way that seemed right unto a man, but at the end thereof is destruction. At the end thereof is death. So we could keep on going and doing what we think is right in our own sight. But when destruction comes, please don't be crying and saying, "Lord, why me?" We brought it on ourselves. We brought the calamity, the destruction on ourselves. Why? Because we were too busy having friends. And being friends of this world. And the Bible declares to be a friend of this world is to be an enemy of God. Now, I know many of us, we don't care about what people think about us. We don't care about having enemies. We don't care what people say. But can I tell you something? Because I'm one of them. I don't care what people think or say or feel about me. But I do care what the Lord thinks about me. And if I become the Lord's enemy, then Houston, we have a problem. And so we have to be careful that we cannot be friends of this world. Yes, we're in this world, but we're not of this world. And we have to keep that foremost in our mind, because we cannot afford to be enemies of God. If you become an enemy of God, can't nobody pray you through, can't nobody fast you through, and asking everybody, "Just pray for me," their prayers will be in vain. Amen. So on today, find yourself on the right side of God's righteousness and not on the wrong side. I hope you've enjoyed this ministry minute. And if it be the Lord's will, I'll be back on tomorrow. God bless you and have a great day.